Shishochin. There he is. Just going to put the gallery up. There we go. Come on, Shishochin, you need to get your camera up higher. Put it up on, put your thing up on a box or something.
To make him look tall, Sensei.
It does, it makes him look 18 foot tall.
Mm.
All right, we're going to start. Ski. Sensei, right? On a guess. Just go on the spot, shake your fingers loose. Fist open and close. Elbows and hands. Make sure your elbows are parallel to your shoulders. Don't drop your elbows or your hands. Don't do down here. Not down here. Up. Striking to the chin and the neck. Shoulders. Back. Okay, up on your toes, back on your heels. Up on your toes, back on your heels. Up, back, up, back. Bend your knees, arms straight, push back. Bend. 4, 5, 29, 30. Turn your hips, leg circles. Left foot in front, stretch down. Change. 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 Stretch your calf. Change. 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 Shishochin. Knees apart. Push your hip round. Change. Stretch your leg. Change. 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 Push your hips down. Legs straight. Heels in, hips down. Toes in, legs straight. Heels in. Shoulder width. Hands on your floor. And come up. Rotate. Washuke. Breathing in and out. Over to the side. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Round behind. 2, 3, 4, 5. And rotate your shoulders. Look left, right, left. Other shoulder goes back. Change. Left ear down. Push your arm down. Change. 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 Okay, everybody warmed up? That's great. Sensei Matt, last week you were doing, was it Sepai?
Shishochin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think you got about 3/4 of the way through, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. So what we'll do for the first 15 minutes or so is a little reprise on Shishochin with a bigger focus on the second half of the kata. Sensei Matt, over to you. I'll pin you.
Hey. Okay. Shishochin. Yoi. Stepping forwards. Ichi. Back to yoi. Have a little sink. A little sink when you step forwards, but not a big one. Okay. Just bend your knees slightly. Itch. Knee. San. Chi.
Okay, can you hold it there, Sensei Matt?
Right.
Everybody watch him do that right strike again. Go again, please. Right, take a step and do the left one. Right, looking from the camera, everyone saw which one looked like he was striking with the ends of his fingers and the other one more or less the side of his hand. Anyone got an opinion? Okay. Sensei Matt, you've got your left elbow, your left wrist bent. So when you pull, your hand's coming forward with a bend. So that's good. Keep your left wrist like it is now. Okay, over to you. Keep going. No, you bent your wrist.
Yeah, so keep your wrist straight to the center and pulling back. Itch. Just practice a few more of these so I can get it right. Right hand, itch. Okay, pushing up, just up to your chest, step back, itch. Step forward, feet come together, and left arm on top, right hand underneath. Imagine you're hugging yourself and step. See. Rocking. This should be a sticky feeling. Itch. Looking to the front. Knee. San. Itchy. Now turning, blocking across your body and pushing forwards. Itch. Knee. San. Chi. Everybody just go back to this position and go through that again. Ichi. Ni. San. Chi. One more time. So make sure you're in Zen Kutsudachi. Stepping in Zen Kutsudachi. And when you do it, the final emphasis on the move is your body coming forwards. Body coming forwards. You don't want to be stepping and your body going back or straight. Try and think of that very end, and your body sort of finishes coming forward as your hand finishes going forwards. So it's that pushing, your weight is going into it. So one more time, just go slowly from here, pivoting round, and think about your weight, your upper body going forwards as your hand does, and they both stop at the same time. From here, itch, knee, San. Chi. And Len Sensei. So well, we do these moves very fast, but pretty much everywhere else that I've seen do these moves very slowly. So I'm just wondering whether that'll be something that maybe we'll go to the technical panel at some time. I'm not sure.
No.
So seem to be the only people that do it very fast.
No, well, it's not just us. The Jundokan also do both. When I was there, they did both. And it was the old guys did slow and the young guys did fast. Higoana Sensei, when we first learned this from him, he made us move slowly. And then after a trip to Okinawa and speaking with some of the advisors, they all said that Chojo and Miyagi did them fast with power, but taught them slow for technique. So you learn slow and you do fast. Now there are lots of, where's Ivan? Sensei Ivan, can you hear? Ivan,
there we go.
right, do you, in the J
So we've learned to do it slow, Sensei.
right, so, and that's quite in line with what I kind of said, because the Goju Kai people learned from Yamaguchi, who was in the did a bit of learning with Miyagi, and so he learned slow. But
The only one that's changed for us, Sensei, is the first few moves. So this we initially learned slow, and a couple of years ago they changed that to fast.
right,
And then, but still they kept these movements slow. That hasn't changed
yeah.
in Goju Kai, anyway.
Anyway, we have a technical panel meeting on Saturday, so we can perhaps discuss that and see what the Jundokan does. Jundokan International, I'm talking about here, not Jundokan that I was talking about a minute ago. Jundokan International was the association set up by Chinen Sensei, and he definitely does them fast. So Jose Campos, I'm pretty certain will be saying that's fast. So there you are. But the EGKA and all of Higoana's people do it fast. So I think Paul Coleman also does fast. Where did you see it done slowly, Matt?
Just mostly anywhere sort of on YouTube. If you look at Shishochin, the majority, I don't really recall seeing any fast. And I know certainly
Have a look at Higoana Sensei and Baki Slobsher Sensei and you know 8th, 9th and 10th dans of that lineage, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And there, I mean, if you add up number of people in the world, IOGKF is the biggest by a factor of 4 of any Goju-Ryu group. And then, you know, so I would certainly be in the majority. However, we will talk about it Saturday, as long as I remember.
Okay, hi. Right, everyone to here. Right, as fast as your space will allow to the fourth one. As you may.
Okay, let's go again, Matt. I want you to do it much slower in rhythm, but much faster in individual technique. So
Slower in rhythm. Okay.
1, 0. That looks much nicer.
From here, step forward. Hiki-uke. kick, elbow strike, and make sure that your left hand just comes straight to your side, just to protect your sternum. Stepping in, turn around, okay. Step forwards again. Same thing, kick and elbow strike. Okay, this next motion, step back into Zen Kutsudachi, in and out, and then cover across, and this is sticky. Covering across and striking with the elbow. Muchi means sticky feeling. And this technique, much like the technique from Kurunfa that we did last week, blocking down and block down and strokes, punch through, blocking down and then striking with our elbow. So from here, itch. One more time. Knee. Okay, we're going to pivot round on our right foot into Niko Ashidachi, and your hands are going to come down. Your right hand's going to come down underneath. It's like you're hugging yourself again, and then out, just like we start in the kata. Okay, so your hand will come down and go around. At the same time, you turn into Niko Ashidachi. Okay, I should do it this way. Itch.
Okay, just a slight correction there, Matt.
Yep.
It's not the same as beginning. Your hands turn this way.
The palms are facing up.
Yep, palms up.
For the next move. Okay. Right leg in front, Zen Kutsudachi. Covering, striking. Turning around, Ichi. One more time. Knee. Now from here, you're going to step forwards with your right leg. Zen Kutsudachi. Turn your hands down. Grab. Turn your wrists and bring your elbows in and pull back. Pulling up. And pull up with your body and your hips as well, as you can see. Reaching forwards and so let's practice that motion. Left leg in front, Niko Ashidachi. Step forwards, Ichi. Pulling up. Again. Knee. From here, step left leg 45 degrees and strike. Sticky feeling, itchy. Right leg, knee. Sun. Last move. Bring your right leg in. Close your hands into fists. And like we did earlier, strike back with your bum and your elbows. Step forwards. And we're pivoting back into Niko Ashidachi. Step forward, pivot round, and strike with your arms. Right hand will come up, and think of your left hand striking down through your elbow, as if you're slicing through your own elbow. Okay, so one more time. forwards, pivot into Niko Ashidachi, striking down, striking up. And again. Ichi. Again. E. Good, and to finish the kata, bring your hands down, push off your front leg, your front foot, just push back, up, and back to yoi.
That's good. One time, full speed, everybody.
Yoi. As you may.
Excellent. Thank you, Sensei Matt.
Right.
Okay, we're going to stick with kata and we'll go on to Sepai. Come back to Kurun for next week. So, how often have you seen this movement? Quite a bit. It also appears, of course, in Kurun, in Sepai. In the first move, there's a block. Comes on the inside. So there's a block. Someone's attacking. You've got this. You've got a high kamai. Sometimes you can be doing fighting position this way. So we're going to practice that. This goes very high. And then thumbs down. Okay, let's just do your right hand in a big circle, left hand small circle. 1.5. So it's not 1, 2, and it's not 1. It's 1 and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3. And the applications are many. It can be a punch, it can be a block, strike down. The one we practice quite often is against 2 punches, a middle punch, a high punch, and down onto the collarbone. Okay, so take the oidachi, and as you go back, you're doing 1, 2, and sinking into shikodachi. Again, 1. Let's go again. 2, smooth and sink. Now, bring your left foot forward. Your right foot really doesn't make much of a movement. The heel perhaps comes in 1 inch. Left hand comes down and meets the right one where it was. It's here. Meet. Now, if you watch that from this, let's go again. Put it together. 1. And I'm going to try and put it on so it's in line with that bit of the building. 2. You see how I've moved forward? We're going to avoid doing that on the next move. Let me just adjust there. So this hand doesn't move with me. It stays here. Then strikes. And as I move forward, bring the hand to the middle, start to turn over, and then push. So down, up. My body's moving. I'll move my hands because I've got no choice, but in the katas, the body moves up to the hand, but of course the elbows bend. Turning and push. And this isn't a punch, it's breaking a grip. Let's all do that together. You want 1, 2. So keep your hand there. Good to practice this against the wall sometime. In, now push forward. 3. And make this stance a little bit longer than Sanshin. Make it Hanzen Kutsudachi, half front stance. Okay. And just for interest's sake, there are Goju-ryu groups who say they do not do Hanzen Kutsudachi, except when it's free fighting, you're allowed to do what you like. And the seniors at the Jundokan, when I visited them the last time, said, no Hanzen Kutsudachi in Goju-ryu. And I said, what stance is this? And they said, maybe 1. So don't worry, Matt, if you're getting differences of opinion. Karate is always going to be like that. Sorry, stop talking, back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Now, dig and up. Your left thumb knuckle goes into this little hollow on your chest. Right, we've got 10 minutes left. So I have to get a move on. There. Let's step forward and try to get your feet on one line. I need to move my camera slightly to get that. Okay, so down and up. Reach up, forward, holding your arm. Thumb comes onto your hand, and this one up here.
Sensei, what's the name of this stance?
Which, the block?
No, this back stance.
This is called Ko-Kutsudachi. Ko-Kutsudachi just means weight backward stance or back leaning stance. Zen Kutsudachi means forward. And interestingly enough, I did Shotokan for many years, and their Ko-Kutsudachi 70-30, 70-30 Zen Kutsudachi. Our Ko-Kutsudachi 70-30, 70-30. So it's different. It's like a Zen Kutsudachi, except you're looking that way. So it's, again, it doesn't matter. It's semantics. So Ko-Kutsudachi. Let's go back to, let's go right from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach forward and now pull your weights forward, the front knees bent, and your feet are in one line. Pivot and go back.
Sensei, sorry to disturb you.
Up. I'm looking that way, and this elbow, hand points to this wrist. Okay, I have the question.
When we step forward in broken outs, do we step back with the left leg into Shikodachi?
There.
From there.
So let's have a look. 1,
2,
And this is a tricky move. You've got to move both feet to Shishochin.
So then setting up with this will that be slightly bigger than Hanzen Kuchidachi and then just dropping into a Shikodachi from there?
No, the way we were taught, and it's almost impossible, is hands in Kuchidachi, Shikodachi. So you're not just pivoting into Shiko. You're in a short stance. This is one of the rare occasions where, can't see, where that foot pivots on the heel. But my Shikodachi is just a little bit small. So as you pivot back, you push that foot forward, get down, get into the stance. And again, we've got this kind of rule of, straight line coming up that we saw in that position.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll start at the beginning. I'll do sideways. Ichi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig it up. Step forward, reach and pull back. So looking that way, bring your left hand wrist bent round to catch. And this one stays up here. Then bring your hand up and round. See this points down and striking to the temple. Let's do 3 of those. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Last time. Strong. And as you do this, there's lots of subtle little moves that you don't see on karate videos, but when you do the kata enough, or when you're told by one of the old guys, like on this one, it's not just your arm, it's your body sinks. Don't make it too big, but there is sorry, that should be up there. 1, down a little bit, then round. So everyone there. Now you're going to kick, hands to this side like far, and come across. There. Pull your front leg in, Washidachi, Heidan Barai, supporting the elbow with the other hand. Chudan okay, okay. Okay, so let's do all that from here. 1, little sink. 2, push forward, kick, pull. Keep looking that way. 1, 1. Iranbarai Nikwashidachi. 2 and 3. If you've never done this before, copy. It's only 3 minutes left, so we'll try to finish for everybody who's done it before. So this one's going to come underneath, that one's going to come up, and we're going to break an arm. Okay? So reaching, left leg comes forward, and break down. Left hand above your head, come round 270 degrees and strike. So we're on a 45-degree line. Lift, push. Timing's important here. You block the kick. The kick's not fully developed, but you're now safe from it. You're pushing the leg away, and then you can move forward. Okay, so we'll try all of that again. I'll do it from the side the other way. So we're doing 1, 2, 3. Do that again. 1. Okay, maybe that's too difficult to go on from there for the young guys. So let's go right back to the start and go all the way up to there. If you know the rest, continue, okay? But that's as far as we're going with talk. So we'll get some practice. So everybody from the beginning, as far as you can. Steve, right. Sepai, no worry. Hajime. Okay. Does anyone want to volunteer to show us the kata? We've only got a few seconds. So after the bow, I'll pin Matt and Ivan, you can watch them. Let's finish the bow and then we'll go on and watch. Escape, Sensei, right. Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
You two guys can start. And